Hi, beautiful. You're welcome to my YouTube channel. If it's your first time seeing this face, it's so good to have you here. My name is Chinoye, and here we talk everything fakeness, self development, and God. If this sounds like something you're interested in, do stick around, okay? So, without further ado, let's get into the video. I made the decision to embark on internal growth. I didn't like the way I didn't like the way I was behaving. I did like so many things about myself and I needed to change them. But I couldn't do it alone. It was difficult. I struggled with meditation. I had a very chaotic mind. My mind was all over the place. The moment I sit to meditate is the one time it's start roaming about the most. So I stopped meditating, stopped journaling, stopped listening to affirmations because I felt it was not working. So I decided to go the easy route, look the parts. I invested in my looks, hair, nails, skin, and I realized what this does. It attracts opportunities, it attracts people, but it does not stick. When they get close and see there's nothing there, no value, they leave. Didn't want that for myself anymore. I needed to build myself from within. I needed to be able to control my mind. I needed to be able to understand myself. I started making my research. I realized I needed help. I couldn't do this alone. I've tried doing it alone before. I stopped. So now I'm getting help. So on the 10th of December, I reached out to a therapist on Google. She is amazing. I had a consultation with her on the 24th of December, and on the 10th of January, we started. It's the best decision I made last year. It made me understand so many things about myself, why I was acting the way I was acting, my attachment style, patterns. It made me realize that I don't have control of other people's minds. I can only control mine. And because I'm trying to analyze people's thoughts, I'm trying to be in your head. Like if it was before I'm having this conversation with you, my mind is everywhere. I'm like trying to control how you perceive me. I'm too concerned about the way I look. Is my hair right? Oh, am I saying the right things? And then you end up saying the wrong things. Now I know myself. Therapy helps me to understand myself. If you're trying to do this, I advise now is the best time to reach out to a therapist. Now is the best time to start. Some people have succeeded in doing it alone, but I struggled to do it alone. I needed help. So if you're like me and you're also struggling to do this alone, you can definitely reach out to somebody for help. Second thing I did that was so impactful is books. I started reading at age 13. I started reading romance novels, but I could not finish. Unless the book is really interesting, then I'll finish it. But I'll start and I'll stop. I'll start and I'll stop until I start reading some motivational books. So those ones like really stick. I improved my vocabularies. I read so many of the books, and then I stopped. I stopped reading when I got to university. This year, I told myself I'm definitely going to get back to reading. I bought 5 books in January. I told myself I was definitely going to finish these 5 books. I read 12 books this year in general. So I read extra 7 books after I got done with the 5. I speak better. I listen better. I read Atomic Habits. Atomic Habits was the first book I read this year. Go read that book. If you haven't already, pick up that book and read. It taught me I'm not lazy. It taught me to deal with procrastination. It taught me habit stacking. It taught me that all I need to do is to curate my environment and fix my habits and the things I do daily, like my habits are the things I do daily. I was about to repeat that. I go to the gym like 4 times a week. When I get to the gym, I know instead of just listening to whatever message is on Apple Music, I can actually listen to a podcast. If I'm washing dishes, and these are things you do on a daily basis, you add other things that you need to do. Either to read your audiobook. I'm a hard copy girl. I love hard copies, so I don't listen to audiobooks. Although I used to, I tried it at some point and I realized it's not for me, so I stick to hard copies. But if you're someone who you're trying to read more books, you can do that. If you're brushing your teeth or before you brush your teeth, you can tell yourself, I want to do 10 push-ups before I brush my teeth, before I eat. So this is what I started doing a couple of months ago. I haven't been consistent with posting on Instagram. I've only been posting on TikTok. And I don't know why. Okay, I know why. TikTok is more encouraging than Instagram, so I stopped Instagram. But now I'm trying to get back to it. I tell myself before I eat lunch, I post on Instagram and YouTube Shorts. So if I come back from the gym, I'm hungry, I'm tired, I make the food and the food is just there looking at me. But if I haven't posted anything yet, I'm not eating. Or at least if I haven't scheduled the post, I'm not eating. So that has also helped me in being consistent on Instagram and YouTube Shorts. So this is habit stacking. There's so much impactful message in that book. There are so many other good books. Read good books. Like Jim Rohn would say, good books. The third thing I did was getting closer to God. I've always known God. I've always known him as my father. I've always known him as the son of God. But I didn't know him for me. This year, I made an attempt. This year, I made every effort to get closer to God, to know him, to know who I am in him. Miles Monroe said something: if you buy a product and you're trying to understand how to use the product, you make reference to the manual, right? But we don't make reference to the manual. So this year I told myself, I'm making reference to the manual. What is God saying about me? He created me. What are the potentials? What did he put inside of me that I need to harness? So I started reading the Bible. I started praying. I started meditating on his word. I started seeking his face before I do anything. The way it works, once you invite him, he comes in. Like straight up, there's no two ways around it. Ask God, invite him, he takes control. And he has been so amazing. He has been the center of everything for me this year. The fourth thing I did this year was create a ritual, a morning and evening ritual. So all of the things my therapist told me to do, I was doing them at separate intervals. So I decided to create a morning routine where I wake up an hour or two before my appointment, take my time to do my meditation, journal, words of affirmation, and all that in the morning before I head out. I come back in the evening, I do the same thing. I wake up at a particular time every day. I go to bed at a particular time every day. And this has brought me so much peace. Now I trust myself so much. If I say I'm going to do something, I stick with it. And what this does, it builds confidence, self-trust. If you can rely on yourself, you can be like, other people can rely on you. I walk outside with my head held high because I trust myself. If I say I'm going to do something, I'm doing it. And these are things I had to learn. This video has gone way too long. I didn't plan for it to be this long. That's why it seems like I'm rushing. Anyway, guys, this will be the end of the video. If this video has been helpful to you, do make sure to like and subscribe to the channel at the end of it.